Hello. So here's your video on how to do hunted task number 6. We did hunted task number 6 today in class. Today is Friday, February 5th. So if you missed the Google Meet today or had to leave early or for whatever reason you didn't come, I want to make sure you understand how to do task 6. So in task 6, PT, our fugitive that we are searching, has slipped away. We knew he was at the campground. We figured out at the end of task 5 that he was likely in campsites 1 and 2 because of the clues we had. Now, he saw us coming. He was there when our detectives got there, but he saw them and bolted. If you want to click on this link, you can. It'll show you the mess he left. He didn't even take his car. He didn't take his tent. He took nothing because he ran so fast because he didn't want to get caught. So he had to leave it all there. Now, he was able to lose us in the woods, but the detectives are not going to stop looking for him. They went back to what they know. They know that he's got 3 friends living in homes in Forest Park. He went up and found out that he was spotted eating lunch at Penn Station. When they went to Penn Station, they got confirmation that he had been there, but the people they talked to, they couldn't decide what direction he ran. So either these people were trying to cover for PT or these people are just trying to be famous and be interviewed. Now, they need to send people or something to watch him to the 3 houses, but they're limited on resources. So they do have access to a drone that can fly 8 blocks away. And then they've got 2 other detectives. They want to send the drone and the 2 detectives to the 3 houses. But we need to know which house the drone can reach, or which houses the drone can reach, so that we can send it to those. The drone can fly 8 blocks. That's something super important to remember. If you click over to slide 2, you'll see the map. Now, those of you that are familiar with Forest Park, Penn Station is here. It's right behind the promenade. This is the promenade. There's a UDF and a Skyline and the Shell gas station right here. Penn Station's back here. Kroger's over here, high school, all that. Our drone, we would launch from Penn Station. So, for example, if we wanted to send the drone to house 3, our drone would fly this path. All right. If we wanted to send the drone to house 2, it would fly that path. If you wanted to send the drone to house 1, it would fly this path. It can go in the air, so it can go over the streets. Here's why that's important. On your slide, go ahead and make that connection to house 3. Now, when you do that, you'll notice you've just created a right triangle. We learned in the notes that we took over Pythagorean theorem and in task 5 that a right triangle is super important. A right triangle has a longest side. The longest side is opposite the right angle. That is always the hypotenuse, or side C. The nice thing is that means these are A and B. In looking at this map, I can easily measure, because it's been transposed on grid paper, I can easily measure the distance in blocks from here to house 3. It's 1, 2, 3 blocks long. So I'm going to just give myself a little note of a 3 right there. I would do the same thing here. How long is it from this corner to Penn Station? Well, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks long. So I'm going to put a little 4. Now, in class, we took notes over what to do from here. If you remember, we said, hey, if we know the area of this, and I know the area of this, I add the areas to get this. But these aren't areas. These are side lengths, so I need to make them areas. We visualize a square. If the side of a square is 3 blocks long, its area is going to be whatever 3 times 3 is, or 3 squared, and that's going to be 9. So the area of that is 9. I'm going to do the same thing here. If it's 4 blocks long, forgive my janky square. This is just a visual. I would do 4 squared, or 4 times 4, and that's going to give me an area of 16. From these areas now, I can add them together. That gives me the area of this, which is 25. Now, that doesn't mean that this distance is 25 blocks long. Clearly, that's nowhere near 25, because this is the area of this area by C. To get area down to side length, remember, we need to do the square root. So we would do the square root of 25, which would then give me 5. Now, here's where this gets super important. It is 5 blocks from Penn Station to House 3 because we just measured that line using the Pythagorean theorem. I need to look through my slides. When I head over to slide 3, this is Penn Station to House 1. I haven't done that one yet. I did House 3. House 3 is over on slide 5. So make sure you put this on slide 5. Here's what we would say. We would say the drone distance to house number 3 is 5 blocks. We found this by, don't leave this as your answer. You have to give evidence of the math work you did. I did this. Provide your work and reasoning on purpose because I need to see that you're not legit just guessing. I want to see the mathematical evidence that backs up your 5. So we drew the triangle and we knew that side A was 3 blocks. So we did 3 times 3 and got 9. We knew side B was 4 blocks. So we did 4 times 4 and got 16. We then added 9 plus 16 and got 25. Remember that. Then lastly, we took the square root of 25 and that gave us 5. That's our evidence. That's how we knew. So then I can submit that answer. Now you've got one of the answers for these 6 slides. Now you need to go do and find the distance from house 2 to Penn Station and the distance from Penn Station to house 1. Once you've got the explanation of your work, you can erase this. You can clear that map so that you can do it again for the other 2 locations. Because if I don't, I'm going to have all that writing and it's going to overlap. So you can erase it as long as you've got your work typed in on the other slides. Now, the other ones may not give you whole numbers. If it doesn't give you a whole number, it's totally okay to round to the nearest 10th. We've been going over how to round in class, so you should know how to do that. And then just when you write your answer, you would say it is about this many blocks. And then lastly, on slide 6, all you're going to do is tell me which houses or house the drone can fly to based on. Remember, it can fly 8 blocks away. All right, so when you're done, make sure you submit it in Echo. Have a great day. We'll see you in class.